Assassin's Creed Shadow has been pushed back to February the 14th, 2025. In addition to this, they released a statement saying that, finally, let me address some of the polarizing comments around Ubisoft lately. I want to reaffirm that we are an entertainment first company creating games for the broadest possible audience, and our goal is not to push any specific agenda. We remain committed to creating games for fans and players that everyone can enjoy. And anybody with even a modicum of common sense already knew this. I'm curious as to who this message was for, because it seems like Ubisoft is trying to reason with people who are unreasonable. These are the same individuals that think that there is a gigantic global conspiracy to inject transgender characters into games and that there's this giant global agenda to burn down the games industry. These aren't necessarily people that you can reason with. And the issue with trying to reason with them is that any information that you give is just going to confirm what they already believe. If Ubisoft would have came out and said that we are pushing an agenda, then it confirms what they believe. They would have said we're not, then it confirms what they believe. It's because these individuals, these gamers, are stuck in almost a religious-like environment where you can look on YouTube and see the different pastors and preachers and evangelists of this idea that somehow the games industry is being changed irrevocably. Like, it really breaks my heart because these gamers that believe this, which I have complete understanding and compassion for those of them that don't use racial slurs. Like, I have complete understanding and compassion for them because I know what it's like to be in a cult. I know what it's like to be in a fervent environment where you feel like I'm the only person that understands me and these group of people. But it's just not true. And what's even more sad about it is that these gamers are missing out on wonderful games that have been released simply because they are and I'm not even talking about mainstream games. There's so many games out there. In fact, there are indie games that would fit with their specific preference. If you prefer not to have any indication of LGBTQ themes or pronouns or anything like that, there are plenty of games out there that will cater to that, indie games that will cater to that, and they don't know about them because the content creators that they follow that depend upon keeping their audience angry and making them mad and coming out with the next outrageous headline so that they get their attention, they're blinding them from just how expansive the gaming community has become and the games that we play have become. Have there been some terrible implementations of diversity and inclusion? Absolutely. I don't think a Black Samurai is one of them, though. And, I'm really interested in how this will continue to go. But Ubisoft has released this statement, and you can best believe that there are going to be the usual suspects on YouTube who will somehow turn this into something to do with DEI and things like that. Star Wars Outlaws had issues because it had issues. Ubisoft does not do a good job with polishing their games sometimes. But we'll see what happens next. If you're interested in a more mindful take on video game conversations and video game discord, I encourage you to like and subscribe to this channel. Check out some of the other videos I have. Check out my destruction of the game Dustborn. That really just a terrible game all around. And I'll be back with you soon with some more information. Let's keep reasoning together, mindful gamers.